Baby Sleep Trainer here. Today we are talking about why, as a working parent, it is so important to get ahead of any sleep issues your child is dealing with before you go back to work, or as early as possible if you're watching this video and you've already returned to work. Nowadays, a lot of people have the privilege of working from home part or all of the time. Maybe you're an entirely remote worker with your child at home. Maybe you're going off to work, some combination, whatever. If you're watching this video and that is on the horizon and you haven't quite gotten to that point yet, just know that you really want to make sure you do everything you can to address your child's sleep issues before you return to full-time work. And this is why. Once you go back to work, your focus is really going to be divided on your child's needs and the needs that you need to fill as a worker, which means you're not going to have as much energy to deal with what's going on with your child's sleep. Many families that return to work are also obviously going to be placing their child in the care of somebody else. So if your child is in someone else's care, whether it's a daycare or a nanny or a grandparent or whatever, from 9 to 5 days a week, that's a lot of lack of control that you are having on their daily schedule. And a lot of families don't realize that how their child falls asleep for naps actually has a bigger long-term impact on the child sleeping successfully overnight. And so you really want to make sure that you're tackling what's going on during the day as well as what's going on overnight when thinking about sleep training to address any sleep issues your child might be having. To put it simply, when you are at home, that is the easiest time to sleep train because you are in control of everything. So if you're trying to decide whether you want your child to make the big transition into daycare first and sleep train later, it's actually the reverse. Make sure you address any sleep issues before you go back to the office when possible, so that by the time you go back, it's a much easier transition for everyone. Your baby is sleeping and you're sleeping and you can do the work that you feel proud of and be a good employee or a good worker. If you've already gone back to the office, one tip that I have for you is see if you can take at least one extra day on a weekend, so a Friday or a Monday, or if possible, a Friday and a Monday when you sleep train. Make sure that you're spending those first 3 or 4 days where you're exclusively in charge of your child's sleep and following whatever sleep methodology or program or whatever that you're following, so that you can be really consistent before you hand your child back into the care of somebody else. And in an ideal world, sleep training usually takes about 1 to 2 weeks. So if you have the luxury of being able to focus on your kid's sleep for that long, even once you've gone back to work, that's about how much time you're looking for to make sure you're really able to focus on improving their sleep. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel.